What's up guys, SkeetyGirl300 here and welcome back to How to Build SimCities Part 3. So we're going to go back to where we left off. Resume. Never mind. Play. The Poke World. Skitty City. Last time we were here, I was about to end it here with the ore and the oil collection. So from the beginning of this video, I'm going to show you how the Omega factory and business works. So since we got both our oil and ore in these three compartments, we're going to go to City Specializations. See where this CO symbol is. It's called Omega Company. And we go to the Omega factory. We're going to build it right here. And since the beginning of the game we popped an Omega factory like one of the citizens requested, we're going to add more of the Omega production line. But in order to do that, I'm going to have to get more money. So I'm going to go to our bonds. And since we got enough, we'll build the rest of them. We only get up to 4, so that's all we can do. And since the factory will be starting in business, it will require the oil and ore products that we collected in the past video. So we're gonna go quickly. And to keep track of what's going on, we go to the CO symbol on the Omega map. Not much is going except for the oil and the ore symbols going to the factory. The blue indicates the oil and the orange indicates the ore. And thanks to that, we get our reward of $36,000. And once the ore and Omega, and the oil and ore, it goes to certain factories, like right here. We'll go back to our map of the Omega. And for those with the maroon line, means they got the Omega. And because of that, they make more money. But not only factories, but also little stores in the city, like these right here. And soon after will be the houses. And because of that, we make more money thanks to this. We'll go here, click it. The Omega Company. We only spend $250, but we're making over $1,900 so far. But rest assured, it's going to make more money over time. And we got little stores here, getting the Omega. And they're making more money just like the factories are. Let's go to the progressive symbol. Looks like Flo wants to ask us something. Alright, we'll do it. So we gotta increase our coverage rate by 80. So we'll go all the way up to 80. And because of how much money we're making for our budget, we have permission to build the Omega headquarters building. I'm going to put it right here. And it keeps track of for what's going on. So we're doing good. I'm going to look for something else, but let's see what the factory here has to say. Yeah. We pretty much got that settled, so we get the 2,500 reward, so we're good on that part. Looks like we got a building to destroy because there's no shoppers. Oh well, we'll have to get rid of it. We'll check on how our educational is going. We're good. And we'll build the high school. Put it over here. This will add more students into a higher level instead of the grade school on the other side. And there we go. We'll take a look for how the houses are. And pretty much good. Except for the low density buildings, but they'll pretty get used to it too. We'll change the density of these streets to add apartment buildings. Looks like we need some sewage problems solved. We'll go to this one and the sanitizers. We'll add another sanitizer tank. And that should reduce the flow. And we're pretty good. And now we're going to build a recycling center. So we're going to get rid of the wind power plant. Go to garbage. And build a recycling center right here where the wind power plant was. And not only we're going to build the plastics reclamation line, but we're also going to do alloy reclamation line. Now these two are very important for the Omega factories. Now, since we got the recycle lines in, I'm gonna remove these ore and oil. Put in the plastic and the alloy. Let's check in the headquarters. We're doing pretty good. It looks like there's a request from the academy. Yeah, we'll do it. Now, in order to do that request, we're going to have to update these roads to build in the higher density buildings. So we'll do one right here. Looks like 2 of our requests have been settled. Oops, my bad. That wasn't supposed to happen. I was trying to get rid of this apartment because it has to be right by the existing. Actually, I'm gonna get rid of this road because we're gonna use that area. Oh no. We have a tornado in the area, so we gotta look for that. Right here. Oh, great. Thanks to that tornado, it destroyed some of my factories, and that's not a good sign. So we gotta have to demolish these because of that tornado. We'll check on the Red Cross Relief Center. Well, since the tornado hit the industry, we have nothing to worry about for our citizens getting to safety. I'm going to actually decrease that back to a minimum. Medium. There we go. Oh, we got ourselves an upgrade available. We're going to go to Academy Upgrade. And we're going to build the Nanoscale Engineering Annex. Now this gives me the permission to build either the water power plant or the sky bridge. Well, I'm going to do the sky bridge and I would need this in order to pull it off. So we're going to build it right here. Research. And we're going to go to sky bridge. Let's see. We're doing pretty good. And it turns out this road needs to be into a medium dense, so we're going to do that. We're doing pretty good. We're doing pretty good with the Omega Company factory, so we're good. Yeah, headquarters is doing good. And thanks to the ore and oil, we're going back into business, so we build up more. Now, for the reason I needed the alloy and the plastic of the recycling center they hold a big heat into the Omega factories because one of the upgrades requires for a robotics division. And the robotics division actually gives us permission to build another trans line from the Omega factory, but I'll explain later on once we get that settled. And like this guy said, we need 2 Omega factories of a total Omega of 10,000 per hour, and upgrade to the HQ to 8 Omega Company LLC. So we gotta make sure we get this pulled. As you can see, we have some high-density buildings for wealthy citizens to live in. And looks like we have a little yellow mark for load skill. Now this is something you got to be careful with. It is because of this education level. Apparently, for those who go to that school, don't really get the special skills that the grade or the high schools provide, nor the college or the universities. But we had to build that because of the number of citizens who would not have enough room for students to attend. So we had this for that reason. But I think we'll do pretty good. We'll leave it alone. And now we got privilege to build a university. Now the university is very important for the city. So we got that through. I'm going to delete these roads because we're going to make room for the other buildings. So we go to the edit. We're going to build in the dormitories. We only get 3 though. And 1 here in the back. And to make sure it's easy for university students to get around, we're going to build like low density streets and connected to the main area of the university. And that's like the School of Science, School of Medicine, School of Law, School of Engineering, and School of Business. But we gotta wait until we get the upgrade first. And for the green thoughts, we were brought by Omega Factory. It's okay, give us free Omega. Can't we just still sell to robots on Omega Factory? Why don't you make some bio drones? Now the bio drones is what I was trying to tell you, but I didn't actually say that in the first place. So we gotta wait till this thing allows me to upgrade to its next level. So we're gonna be here for a while until that happens. Let's buy off. I'll turn these back to the medium density roads. Doing pretty good. And this shows you the list for what's making money. Like low factories, medium factories, high factories, like high tech, medium tech, and low tech. And the commercial, like low, medium, and high. But they haven't made it to like the residential areas. That's usually the last thing that they do. Let's check on our university. Upgrade available. So we're going to upgrade. Now we're going to actually boost up our business even further. So we're going to do the School of Business. It doesn't require any certain projects. This helps like amplify businesses around the city and the region. So once students actually go for a degree of business, they actually increase like profit and revenue. Looks like we got the high wealth houses settled, so we get a reward of 5 grand. That's not bad. I'm gonna accept. So we're good. I want to have as many factories as I possibly can, so I gotta make sure they're all next to each other. Otherwise, we just won't have enough room for another one. As a matter of fact, I'm just gonna delete all these factories. Looks like we're almost done with the project of the Sky Bridge. And what I'm going to do next is build the Maglev subway station. So we're going to have these stations here. And you can put them anywhere you want as long as they're cooperative for other areas. Like we're going to build one right next to this Elite Mega Tower. And put it by the end of this road here. And put it around this high density street. And build the little roads. Whoops, that was an accident. That was not supposed to be built that way, so kind of destroyed the buildings. That was my fault entirely, and I'm sorry. So those buildings will be rebuilt. And this makes it convenient for those who don't drive. Our sky bridge is complete. So we're gonna actually wait until I make enough money because we're gonna fill up this Maglev sub. going to actually go to our bonds again and get 100,000 gram. Let's check on our Omega company first. Ooh, we got the upgrade available. So we're going to build the robotics division. So we're going to build it, put it right here. Now this is kind of interesting. So we got all we need from the recycling center because this one place is very key, and that's the electronics section. So we're going to build a processor factory, my bad. I'm going to put it right here. And this requires both the alloy and plastic, and these makes these into processors. We're going to take that. And go back to our academy. And do the control net facility, my bad. Now the facility that I just started researching is going to be an amplified signal boost, because for those who require such thing will get an extra boost to make sure they work entirely through. As you can see, the processors are being created. We're going to build another Omega factory. We'll put it right here. But we're going to remove this. And we're going to build a drone assembly line. Now the processors go into this Omega company because it can contribute into 4 different drones. from fire for fire department, for med for the hospital, and the law for the police precinct. And the fourth is the bites, because they go into residential houses. So I'll give you a quote. Oh, looks like we'll need some power. Looks like we'll have to build another power plant in order to boost up our power for the city, so I'll put another one right here. We got a lot of power now, so we'll be good to go. We just gotta power up this section of the city. We'll go to this little might as well destroy some of these buildings because they have no power. I'm gonna destroy some other apartments. Too much sewage, too much sewage. More freight shipments. More shoppers. Fire. 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 We'll add another tank into the sewage sanitizer. We'll put one over here. Okay. Set a record. Now this one is kind of challenging because there's no telling whether or not I'll break it. We'll increase the density of these roads. Okay. No, I failed. But that's okay. It wasn't really necessary to do it. Alright guys, this is going to be short-lived, so I might as well get going. But I rest assured you, by next week I'll show you how we build up the mega towers other than the one for the educational level. But we're going to do one more division, and that's the commerce division. And that's the end of my little lesson here, so farewell.